Okay, practice makes perfect will be the title of this video. So today was a shambles. Um, in that I completely ballsed it up on the Canadian dollar. My thesis was that um, the CAD had been strong all week, one of the stronger of the currencies versus the dollar. So I thought, well, in that case, given this pullback that happened, which I, happened to have shouted earlier before any of that happened. Given the pullback, then would be bullish on the head and shoulders for inverse head and shoulders for the upside, and perhaps more explosive than other currencies, given that the CAD had been so strong all week. Downtrend, and we were on the front side of the trend and so forth. Anyway, so it didn't pan out. Basically, I tried trading it on the non-farm payrolls as per Stacey's strategy. Um, Having said that, I did break one of the rules in that I didn't wait for the 15-minute close. Reason being is that it was such a smooth, grinding move to the upside. I thought this was just going to continue higher, just like we saw in previous non-farm payrolls. It exploded and didn't come back. Anyway, so on the 15-minute chart, we had the double bottom already in place ahead of the data, bullish. We had the M formation on the 1 hour, a reversion pattern. So at least the expectation was for the price to move up into the neckline. So that was bullish. That was before the data. Um, all of that was tying up nicely. Oil was hanging. It was coming in. It was running into resistance after a big extension to the upside. Looked like it wanted a correction. It was actually correcting at the time, and it even was correcting throughout the first half an hour or so of the data. So that was encouraging me to go in again. I managed to get a buy-in on dollar CAD, round about pretty low down actually. I can't quite remember, but it was pretty low down, near the figure, and I bought in again because I thought this was looking really really rosy for a continuation higher. Didn't pay off. So now this is a practice account. So essentially, what I started doing was practicing the three 15-minute impulses to the downside. But I'll just do a very quick walkthrough for my own benefit, really, of what happened. So we were head of the data with the double bottom. Into the data, we had the impulsive move to the upside. Um, this is going to take forever. Yeah, so there was the impulsive move for the upside. I believe I had actually on the 5-minute chart got in. I can't remember why I got in. No, let's have a quick look. Yeah, I got in around about 25. So I got it 137.27, and it was moving higher convincingly, and I got in again at 137.50, and then it just collapsed. Um, so anyway, had I followed the Stacey rules, it wouldn't have worked out anyway. So after the 15 minutes, you had this ascending triangle. I think that's what encouraged me to get in again. And I waited for the break. There it was, and I got in up there, something like that. Or I can't. Well, maybe I didn't. F knows. 137. Maybe I got in on that one, thinking, well, this is just going to take off. Anyway, it did, and then I got stopped out at around about somewhere like 40. I bought both positions in to break even, so I was break even. I thought, all right, well, let's see what happens. I could try and get in again, and I was waiting. I thought, right, at this point, I thought, okay, well, this is on a stop hunt now. This is, to be expected. Um, there was the stop hunt that I was presuming, into the figure, and it pierced the figure. I thought, great, okay, now we're looking for. We've had 1, 2, 3 push to the downside. Now we're looking for move to the upside, and it continued going down. I thought, well, maybe that's the third push. So we've had 1, 2, 3 pushes, and we got another push. So well, maybe those are the 3 pushes, and we got another. Well, that ended up being bullish, and then I thought, right, well, now we're breaking the trend line, etc., etc., and I just got eaten up. So that is not the strategy for trading news. I don't think I need to go and research it, but this kind of price action with all these wicks and so on is something to steer clear of. It's definitely not, something any other time that I've approached the market. This is not the kind of SH12 1T I want to be involved with, right? If anything, I'm looking to short that with multiple tops and a break of structure and deeper correction of the cards, especially on the break of the trend line. If there were to be a break of the trend line, but there hasn't been. So I wouldn't be going near this with a barge pole usually, right? So it's all good. I can walk away with my head high, knowing that this is not normally something that I partake in, but I was simply practicing the 3 pushes and wondering if this might just turn around. But I was too caught up in the price action and the market and what was going on, and looking everywhere else, looking at yields, looking at the dollar, looking at oil, looking at stocks just collapsing. So I thought, well, that's got to be all bullish for the dollar. But I didn't take into account properly that the Canadian dollar with the unemployment rate in Canada, given that the U.S. employment data uh, wasn't exactly blockbuster. So whatever. We live and learn, and I shouldn't have been toying around with this. It's a practice account, and that's what it's there for, to practice with. So that's all good. Now, moving to the more positive side of things, if we had been trading more sensibly elsewhere, the the one pullback would have worked on sterling for a scalp at 20 pips over there, following the rules of the first bounce, bang. Same thing for euro, dollar, same thing. The target's based on basically ATR and measured move and so forth, and what might be left in the trade, and really worked out really nicely for gold. Gold would have been the best of them all. There's the first bounce, first pullback, if you like, enter, 1 pip stop, 1 bar stop, could have even been in there, whatever you like. Up there if you're more conservative, conservative, yeah. There we go. So that was a nice trade. Yeah, so strategy does work. Just got to be on the right pair and so forth.